I love Elden Ring. I know, shocker. I think is objectively the king of Souls games, yet I still prefer Bloodborne. Why? Elden Ring one-ups Bloodborne in every way. Bigger map, variety of builds, more bosses, and playable in 60 FPS. But Bloodborne, oh boy Bloodborne, it makes you feel a sense of despair, loneliness, and disgust. In Elden Ring, your actions feel like you can change the course of the story. You matter. In Bloodborne, you hunt countless beasts and slay eldritch horrors, but even through all your efforts, it still feels like you're fighting for an idea of hope. Hope which already died a long time ago. Hope of a good ending in a world with a bad end already set in stone. No matter which ending you get, the world moves on, doesn't change, leaving you a cog in the cycle of debt and despair. That's why I remember every moment of my Bloodborne playthroughs, but only the highlights in my Elden Ring runs. The human brain tends to remember negative moments in your life in more detail than positive. This is why you lay sleepless in your bed remember your voice crack in English class, and not when you went out with your mates. But PMOS, wouldn't that be a bad thing if you remember Bloodborne just for its hopeless world? Yeah, I was getting to that. I'll never argue with someone who prefers Elden Ring over Bloodborne, because Elden Ring is a better game. If you don't like the doom and gloom of Bloodborne, then you probably prefer the world of Elden Ring as it is beautiful. But at the end of the day, a game world and story is meant to evoke emotions from you. I find the emotions Bloodborne provokes are much stronger and make you feel more than the emotions Elden Ring pulls out of you. The atmosphere in Bloodborne is just it's unmatched. I love the gothic structure that surrounds you throughout the game. They have twists and bends. It feels like they're home to something else, something above you. As you explore the map of Bloodborne, you start to descend down to madness, going from fighting funny beastmen to weird blob dudes to eldritch horrors. Do you know why you're fighting these guys? Well, you're a hunter, of course, and a hunter must hunt. But here's the thing, Elden Ring is fantastic, don't get me wrong. I can spend hours just wandering the open world, exploring every nook and cranny, getting lost in the beauty and size of that map. It's got that grand scale that makes you feel small, and sometimes that's exactly what you want in a game. It's got that wow factor. But Bloodborne makes you feel like you're never really in control. It chooses you, and you kind of have to deal with that. Takes you into the darkest depths of the mind, twisting things until you can barely tell the difference between what's real and what's a nightmarish dream. That's why I love it. Even after finishing the game, there's this lingering feeling like a ghost has possessed you, make you remember everything you witnessed. It's not just the creatures you fight, it's the world, and what controls that world. You're constantly surrounded by this atmosphere, the silent scream of a world that's already beyond saving. The thing is, there's a weird sense of comfort in that. Bloodborne isn't afraid to make you feel small. It reminds you that no matter how strong you get, the world is always going to be worse. The journey's filled with brutality, but there's something so human about it. You're just trying to survive in a world that doesn't care. It makes every victory feel like a desperate cry in the face of something that doesn't care. As you play, the more you realize that while you are a hunter, a strong one at that, you're really just a tool of something bigger. Something you can never hope to understand. Feels like no matter how much you fight, the world is already set in motion. The despair, the hopelessness, it all makes a few moments of peace feel that much more refreshing. When you finally take down a boss, or find a new area, it's not just a moment of victory, it's a small flicker of light before the gloom pulls you back in. Bloodborne is the embodiment of a descent into madness. At first it feels like you're just hunting strange beast monsters, but as you get further, the truth becomes undeniable. You're fighting something much more ancient and twisted than simple beasts. Your adventure is a desperate grasp at control in a world that's long since fallen apart. You know you're fighting for a hope that's already been buried, but you still fight anyways. Why? The world is broken beyond repair. You're not really the hero. You're just another hunter, desperately clinging to what's left. Outer Wilds is amazing. It's a game where progression is directly tied to knowledge and understanding of the world. I love Outer Wilds. I want others to love it as well. So if you haven't played Outer Wilds, please stop watching this, okay? Click off the video and go play it, as I will be covering spoilers for the game. Okay, with that out the way, let me tell you a story. A story of a guy trying to uncover the secrets of his universe. Playing this game for the first time is a magical experience. After walking around a small town and having a strange encounter with a statue, you hop into your ship and fly up for the first time, and wow. Where do I go? What do I do? Whatever you want. You see that cool planet over there? Well, what you waiting for? Go for it. You land on the planet's surface. You explore the planet. There's clear signs of life. Buildings, ancient hieroglyphs, yet no one to be seen. What happened? As you're eavesdropping on some conversations, you suddenly hear a strange noise, and you start to see a blue light. The sun blew up. You have just died. Then you open your eyes like it was all a dream. This game is special. You just got the feels. You begin to understand that the sun didn't just blow up. It's always going to blow up. Every single time. There's nothing you can do about it. The universe has its own cycle, its own rules, and you're stuck in the middle. But unlike Bloodborne, it's not a sense of despair that grips you. It's a sense of wonder. In Outer Wilds, knowledge isn't just power. It's everything. Every bit of information you uncover feels like a tiny, fragile puzzle piece that brings you closer to the answer. As you unravel these secrets, you start to feel something deeper. Each planet, each discovery, opens up a new layer of the story, but just like that, it can all be gone. The sun will explode. The cycle will start again. You will die with everything and everyone else. Your exploration, your curiosity, it's what keeps the cycle going. It's what keeps the universe alive. In Outer Wilds, it's not just about getting to the end. It's about savoring each moment of discovery, knowing that the journey is fleeting, and that's what makes it worth it. And just like Bloodborne, there's a comfort in that. Then the game says fuck you. You figure out about this invisible spaceship. You go into it. Its design and architecture unnatural. This was made by something else. Were they watching you? There's no one here. You put your lamp down and enter this strange dream world. You wander around in awe, then you're not alone. And that's it. You just got it again. The feels. This is what makes Outer Wilds the perfect counterpoint to something like Bloodborne. It's not about fighting back against a doomed world. It's about learning to exist with it. It's the knowledge that everything has its place. And maybe the most important thing we can do is embrace our place in that vast, infinite void.